Hi, I'm Sam Jackson, Director of Innovation and Technology for Keller Williams North Atlanta here in the beautiful Alpharetta, Georgia. Today, I want to take a moment and share with you all of the awesome features within opportunities in KWCommand. So just want to jump right in. So to navigate KWCommand, you want to go to agent.kw.com and log in with your Keller Williams credentials. And this exercise is best if you have a contact already in command. And I would recommend, if you haven't done that yet, please add yourself. It's kind of the best way and best use to kind of practice some of the amazing things within KWCommand. Once you have that set up, what we're going to do is go to Opportunities, which is this awesome handshake symbol on the left-hand side, and click on Opportunities. And I want to give you a quick overview. So we have within Opportunities what are called phases, stages, and tasks. So you can see that Opportunities is this general tool, and then within Opportunities we have what are called phases. This is kind of essentially your sales pipeline. We currently have for listings, buyers, and if you scroll down, for leases as well. And these phases are cultivate, appointment, active, under contract, and closed. Now, the really cool thing that we have here is that they're completely customizable to match your unique UVP. So if I click on cultivate, the preset fields that we have are watch, nurture, and hot. I can go in and change these and edit them to be basically anything I want. So if I want to remove watch, nurture, and hot, I can just delete the stage, delete all three stages. And maybe I can't delete all of them, but let's go ahead and delete those too. And let's just say that I want to set up my database to be 0 to 90 days out with a, let's just call it a 5% probability that this is going to close during this time. Now, the other cool feature that we have is that I have the ability to add an item, which is a checklist or a task for me to do. So at 0 to 90 days out, maybe this is just a follow-up phone call to make an appointment. And click Save. And then I can reorder where I want this out. So let's have 0 to 90 days. I can add a new stage, which would be 91 to, let's just call it 180 days out. And you've seen I've done this before. Again, I'm going to change my probability to only 5% because we are so far out. Click Save. And then I'm going to go ahead and delete hot. And now that I have a stage in here, we're going to make this 181 to 365. And again, because we're in the nurture phase, I'm going to make this 5% and click Save. Now, I want to reorder these. I want to have this by kind of coolest to warmest or coolest to hottest. So I'm going to go 365 out, 180, and then 90 days out. And then when I'm done with that, if I go back to the Opportunities tab by clicking on Sales Pipeline or back to the Opportunities Handshake, you can see this now has been updated. So once I click on Cultivate, I now have a custom sales pipeline straight for me and my clients, my contacts, my UVP. You can do this for any of the stages, and you can see that we also have appointment. If I click up here, scheduling, scheduled, kept, I can tweak these, edit them, completely customize them for me. Now that we have them in place, and I encourage you to definitely go through here, make this as customized as possible for you, especially under the active. If we're talking about listings, if you do professional staging or a photo shoot, drone photography, Matterport, you want to include that as part of your process here. But once you have an idea of how these work, all of these phases, let's go ahead and create an opportunity. And there's a couple ways that I can do that. If I go to the main opportunities tab, I can click on create opportunity right here and load up the screen, and you'll see it like this. And I can fill out this right here. Or what's probably most practical is that you'll probably be working with clients and contacts within your contact tool. And let's just go ahead and pull up my lovely wife, just Jackson. Give it a second to load. And then if I click on this Opportunities tab right here, it looks like I've created 3 fake listings already. Actually, create another opportunity for her. Click Create Opportunity. And you'll see the same screen that we looked at before. So what you want to do is select what market center you belong to. So if you belong to multiple market centers, you'll see this feature here to select which one. This will let you know where your compliance information will go to. Also, if you're a member of a team, you can select it here, or I can remove it as well. All right, so then we have to pick the opportunity type. So is this a listing, a buyer, a landlord, or a tenant? Let's just keep it a listing for today. Who is the client? Krista Jackson. And this really cool feature that I love that if I click on co-seller, I don't have to tie in a relationship. Oh, maybe I didn't. Normally, if you already have a relationship tied to this person, Krista Jackson, you can see it. We'll go and type myself in. And where am I? There we go, Sam Jackson. I can name this opportunity name anything I want. So this would typically be like Jackson listing or Jackson, and I'll do 5026 Furwood. All right, custom tag. So this is the opportunity for you to name your opportunities like you do your clients. So this may be like I have here already. I may have the year 2019. This may be a first-time home seller. What else do I have here? Nothing that would really apply for this situation, but think of different ways that you would tag your opportunities so you can recall that information later. All right. Estimated closing date. If you know that information, go ahead and put it in, but let's just go ahead and put a ballpark figure that we're looking at maybe 60 days out from closing. If this is a new listing, we'll pick the wonderful October 18th listing price. Let's go ahead and put in $350, the commission rate of 3%. And then you have the opportunity here to put what phase it's in. So there's going to be instances and times where you just jump the cultivate and go straight to appointment active. But we can go ahead, let's go ahead and just make this bad boy active. And let's go into just listed, and I can create my opportunity right from here. Give this a second to load. Did I miss something? Let's see. I didn't. It looks like we're just loading here. All right, cool. So once you have your opportunity created, you'll see this card. Now, the really cool thing that I love is just going to verify some of the information, make sure that what you put in here is proper. I can put a description of the listing. So, this is kind of the note for me. Oh, let me go out. This window is a little bit weird. So I'm going to go into the main opportunity, refresh my page for Krista Jackson, click on her opportunities. This is the newest one, so I'm going to click on it. All right, here we go. We have a larger screen now. All right, excellent. So now that I have my information reviewed here, I can put a description, click on edit. Beautiful home in estates near newly constructed. And these are just notes for me. You can see, you can just click on save. We'll be good to go there. All right, I have my description, my notes for me. And then I can also select this from the KWLS, which I love. So if this is already in your MLS and you have it linked to the KWLS, I can just click this beautiful green button up here, type in the address for 5026 Furwood. All listings. There we go. Click on select. And then once this loads, I can see the house here, which is a wonderful visual for me, especially if you're very busy and you have multiple listings, keeping tracking, making sure that you're constantly in the know of which home. You have this visual reminder. You have your contacts here for Krista and Sam, which is the linked account that I have. Cool. And now, one of the things we're looking forward to is the Documents tab being opened up here. So right now, today is August the 27th. We are still waiting for a couple of things to go into the Documents tab, but this is where you'll see a lot of the compliance and e-signature information come into. So keep an eye out for this. But the things that you can work on today, which I absolutely love, is if we go into offers, I can start generating deals and offers to present to my potential clients. So I would click on the Add New Offer button and kind of walk through this tool. Now, I'm not sure what best practices are, but I'll share my unique practices. For these offers, I want to just keep them in order. So I'm going to just call them offer 1, 2, 3 or offer ABC, just to make sure that I am constantly ordering them or numbering them in the way that they came in, so that there's no fear that I missed an opportunity or I missed an offer to present to my client. So I'm just going to type in offer 1 and click create offer. Now this is really fun. So what we're doing is basically walking through this timeline through command. So you can see right now we're in offer details. Once I fill this out, I'll click to parties. We'll go to terms and then the agent analysis, which is one of my favorite parts. So let's just go ahead and kind of complete this through. This is offer number 1. It came in on on August 27th, and it has an estimated closing date. Let's just say they're going to bring all cash of September 13th. I click the parties. This is where I would name the buyer. So let's just go with Joe Joseph, son, Steam, just to have some fun there. If I have his email, we'll put it in. If you have their information, you want to fill all of this out. I can select if they are pre-approved, pre-qualified, and an associate's name. This is where I'm going to put in the co-broking agent. So I'm going to go ahead and put my team leader in, Aubrey Bailey, his email, phone number, and then once I have the information that's required, I'm going to click on terms. And let's just say that this is a full cash offer, so we're going to go 340, all cash, homie. Perfect. Earnest money down, we're going to go ahead and put 1%. So I can put 1%, or if I want to, I can just put a flat amount here, and Command will figure that out for us. Option fee, you have the ability to put a fee in. Buyer termination, so buyer will give notice of termination within 5 days. You have the ability to put in the seller's assist or seller closing costs. We can type this in. For this offer, we're going to put none, and then move to agent analysis. And then from here, I can write the pros and cons and a little summary that will be shared with my clients. So just be mindful of what you're typing in here. So pros, let's just say all cash, quick close. Cons, let's just say first day on the market. Yeah, really nothing bad to say about that offer, right? So let's just kind of leave it there. In summary, this is where I'd share a couple different notes with my client. There's the old adage of the best offer is the first offer. All right, and again, we would clean this up because this is going to our clients, but you all get the point because we're in real estate, right? All right, so I click save. And you can see that I have offer number one right here from Joe Josephine Steen from the agent Aubrey Bailey for a 340 all cash amount. Now, if I want to add a new offer, I can just click on this one. Let's call this offer two for consistency. Create offer. All right. Again, we're going to select the version name, the offer date, the close date, and let's just say this one's a little bit later because we're going to go to financing. We're going to close on October 4th. Click on parties. This is again where you'll name the buyer. So this is Stewie Stevenson. All right, Stewie with 2 W's, of course. Fill out the email, phone, all the information that we have about the buyer. Mark if they are pre-approved, pre-qualified, and then this is where we'll also again name the co-broke agent. So this is Bill Butler. All right, cool. Click to terms, and we're moving on our way. This is where fill out again, what are the offer details. So let's just say that they're putting down 100,000 cash. However, they are actually going to bring an above offer request table. Let's not go that extreme. Let's go 310. So total offer of, that's actually really high, but you guys get the point. Earnest money, we're going to put 10% down because this is extreme. Why not? All right, 10 days, and asking for 0 seller assist, 0 settlement cost. Agent analysis, you can say, higher offer. Cons, later closing date. Summary, we're in a great position to close on your home. And click save. All right, excellent. So once you have multiple offers in, what I'd love to show you is that if I click on this select all button, I can then compare my offers. So by selecting both of these, I can click compare offers, and this will give me a side-by-side view of what we can present to our clients. So right here you can see, hey, significantly higher sales price with offer number 2. However, offer number 1 is all cash, and their anticipated closing date is almost a month early. We're looking at significantly 3 weeks earlier. So the cool thing here is that I can then either download this exact side-by-side comparison, or if I click on this email offer comparison, this will draft an email to my client. Now, normally, if I had Krista's email attached to her contact, this would show up automatically. But you just typing this out like you would a normal email. But if you click the preview button, let's see if this works. I had some issues earlier. All right, so it looks like there might be a little bit of a lag right now. If you run into this issue, I definitely recommend working in incognito mode. But you'll see more of a visual type of component where that side-by-side comparison that we have of the offers is now horizontal, which for me personally, I like this side-by-side a little bit cleaner and easier. However, this email is a lot more like marketing-based, much more visual, and it just looks nicer, cleaner. But if you can, send yourself like a fake offer or an offer comparison, see what that looks like. All right, and then once I'm done with it, I would send that. I have the ability to add some attachments as well. But let's just go back to our offers. We don't have to send this out today. Let's just say that I want to accept the offer from Stewie Stevenson. He gave us a pretty big offer that we just couldn't refuse, right? So we click accept. We click accept. All right, we're having some troubles with that one right now. Let me see if we can accept Joe's offer up here. All right, so a little bit of lag. That's the beauty of working in Command. Sometimes it just does surprise you. It's a fascinating thing. But if you run into this issue, your information is saved. Unfortunately, I can't do it because I'm recording my screen. But if you jump into an incognito window within KWCommand, sometimes these little bugs will kind of reset themselves. But to do that, if you're not familiar with incognito mode, you go to, and again, I recommend using Google Chrome. Go to the 3-dot symbol up here in the top right. Click on that and go to incognito window. You would type in agent.kw.com to go to command, and the same thing would work. Oh, we have an update. Let's see what happened. All right, cool. All right, so my offer accepted. I was just being impatient, it seems like, but we worked our way through. I accepted that offer many, many times. But the cool thing is now that we have this offer accepted, and you can see the status here, this commissions button is now open and active. So I can click on this, and this is basically the end of the green sheet. So if I come back through here, and I'm going to keep bouncing myself back and forth, you can see we have our pricing details. So all of our information about the sales price, the commission. If I need to adjust that, and let's just say that I gave them a deal for 2.5, that would reflect both here and on the right-hand side that we have for the office. Unable to submit, do not allow agent payments to exceed gross. So from there, I'd have to adjust my commission down to here. So you can see my total commission is 12.3. I'd have to make that 10 to 50, I believe, for this to work. Let's see if that works for us. Beautiful. All right, so once that kicked in, it did work. I just had to adjust this total amount to match my total agent commission. Now, the cool thing is that you'll see the information that we have here. So gross commission is paid out at $10,250. I have to calculate the royalty in here, so we'll have to do that. Your split and your company commission will show up automatically, and you have the ability to add certain items and deductions. So right now, if I want to put in money for E&O, KB Cares donation, or Gold Scholarship, I can do that. And you'll see that everything will adjust here. All right. And then if I want to add an item, let's just say that I had an in-house referral, inside referral to, let's just say I'm in productivity coaching. And let's do, what's 10%? Unfortunately, this is still a little bit manual right now at the moment, but I believe that we will get through this relatively quickly as we move forward. And again, I'm just calculating out 10% of 9,850. So that is my 10.5 minus the 400 for the office. So 9,850 times 0.10% is 985. So I'm going to give 985 to my in-house agent. So that would be Robert Doyle, who is my productivity coach. Excellent. And click add. Right on. Cool. So everything in here is complete now. So my new adjusted commission will be $8,865 because I've accounted for donating $400 for a Bold Scholarship, and then also paying my in-house inside referral to my PC. And then the one thing that I'm missing before I can click the submit button is this documentations. I do not have one loaded here in the file, but let's just see that if I can upload anything. I'm going to go to documents. And let's just add a file. I'm going to click on, I'm going to move myself, add a file, Let's just see if I can grab just any PDF off of my computer. Give this a second to load. Excellent. So we're rocking and rolling. So the key piece that we're missing is just the e-signature part. Stay tuned from your MCA and then also your region. There's a lot of news coming up before the September 15th deadline of sunsetting on our relationship with .loop and moving to DocuSign. However, if you have a signed file, a signed agreement saved on your computer, you can upload it like we just did here. Again, this was just a fake PDF that I happen to have on my computer. But if you go through and include each of these documents underneath add file, I can then submit to the MC, and this will go out for their review for compliance. So I would get in the practice of this. I know that we are missing that e-signature piece at the moment today on August 27th. That may change later this afternoon, later this week, I don't know. But the exciting thing is that if you have the files, go through and practice this, even if it's just going onto .loop, creating everything you need to there, and then saving them locally on your computer just to upload them. Get in the habit of just trialing this out, so you're not surprised that whenever we finally convert to KWCommand for e-signatures, you don't know how to do it. So definitely get some practice in. Your MCA will appreciate that. I don't know of a single MCA out there that wouldn't like to see some practice of what it looks like on the compliance standpoint. But I'm going to get another reminder here to click submit, and I'm going to send that out to my MCA, and we'll just see that I'm waiting on a response from them. So that's a cool thing that we have here within Command. Like I said, put yourself in, practice lots. You can build your custom sales pipeline, so don't be afraid to play around with that. And while I'm talking about that too, one of the amazing things, so again, we're waiting on the e-signature, but there are some amazing resources within here that I don't want you to miss out on. So if you look at your sales pipeline, I'm looking at cultivate, appointment, active, under contract, and close, and I see that, okay, I have maybe one under active right now in my demo account, but let's pretend that I had maybe 10 homes that are active. I have 5 under contract, but I'm lacking in cultivate and appointment. Maybe I only have 1 or 2. What would that tell me about my business? If I have 10 active, 5 under contract, and just few in my cultivate and appointment phase, that would tell me I'm riding the roller coaster of real estate, that I'm so busy with my contracts, my homes, my listings, that I'm not focusing on lead generation. And we all know what happens then. You dry up. But keep an eye on this. I love this visual effect that I can tell through my business what's going on. Everything in between here is a gap. So if I'm heavy on cultivate, but I don't have appointments, I probably have a scripting issue, or I don't have qualified buyers or sellers who are ready to make that move. So I need to go out and maybe lead generate a little bit harder. If I have a lot of appointments, but I don't have many people active, I for sure have an issue. I wouldn't say for sure, but there's most likely an issue that I have a scripting presentation issue where I'm going a lot of listing presentations and appointments, but I'm not converting them to actual active clients. And same thing with active under contract. So if I have a gap here where I have very few under contract, but a lot of active, I have probably a pricing or a marketing issue, or most likely a pricing issue. So again, this will identify a lot of flaws that you have within your business, not really flaws, but opportunities on how you can strengthen it as a real estate agent. So get in here today. This is something you can start focusing on, even without the compliance and the e-signature part of it. Start using opportunities today. This is a tremendous resource for you. And as you get this filled in, you'll start seeing your potential and probable income. So if you want to be able to afford, Christmas presents this holiday season, or that vacation at the beginning of the year, start plugging away today so you know exactly what you can afford and what you can do there. Thank you for listening. Thanks for listening today. If you need anything from me, reach out on KW Connect. My name is Sam Jackson, Director of Innovation Technology with Keller Williams North Atlanta. Thank you.